Hello, I am here to talk about nail disorders. There's a wide range of nail disorders and diseases that affect many people for many different reasons. Our nails are very important in protecting our fingers and toes. All parts of the onyx can be affected by dermatologic and systemic disorders, hereditary, infection, aging, as well as physical and environmental agents. The way our nails look can also greatly affect our self-esteem. As a good nail tech, there are some things we can do to help clients with their nail disorder or provide helpful information for the clients to help prevent some disorders. So, without further ado, our class has been instructed to make flashcards and create a board of nail disorders and present it. So these are my flashcards. They consist of nail disorders, diseases, as well as parts of the nail and technical terms for the nail. But the big thing is our nail disorders board. So let's begin. So this is my nail disorders board. I'm going to kind of explain what I've done with it, as I'm kind of used it as a flashcard as well. So I not only put words to a word, but I can also kind of put the image to the word as well. So what I've done was I took the word with the picture, attached it to the picture, put a little piece of Velcro on my piece of paper so that when I pull it down, I can actually see what the nail disorder is, causes, how to treat, or if not to treat at all. So I won't pull them all down, but I will go through them all and explain them. I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything, and I'm sorry if the camera shakes a little bit. So first we have onychocesia, which is the splitting into layers. It's a medium viscosity nail that can be caused by chemical injury to the finger or hyperthyroidism. Definitely avoid water with this nail. We can treat it, just use oil. Next, we have onycholysis. Onycholysis is loosening of the nail plate from the nail bed. It can be complete or partial. We definitely would not treat this type of nail, as this could be caused by infection or a type of fungus. But you can see in the actual image here, this white part is the part that's lifting from the actual nail bed itself. And the little pink's what's attached. So it's partially lifted, almost entirely actually. So next we have diffluvium, which is pretty well along the same lines. It's the separation of the nail from the nail bed. It can be hereditary, diabetic, like I said, local trauma. Definitely do not treat. So those two would go with that image right there. So then next we have furrows. Furrows, which is this image right here. You can kind of see the indent on the actual nail there. Furrows are depressions in the nail, which can go up and down or left to right. This particular one is left to right. Next, we have pterygium. Pterygium, as we all know, is the very thin layer of skin that kind of grows over the nail with the nail that we actually scrape off with our cuticle pusher. However, some cases can be a little bit more serious than just scraping it off a little bit with the cuticle pusher. It can actually grow over the entire nail plate or partially. But in minor cases, we could just use oil and get rid of it altogether. Next, we have yellow nails. There is an image of a yellow nail. You can see all the yellowing here up at the top. Now, yellow nails can be simply a stain, but it wouldn't be this bad, and it would be pretty well over the entire nail. This is actually why we use base coat. so that the nail polish does not stain the nail. But in this case, they're usually smooth, thick nails. They grow very, very slow. This is hereditary or systemic disorder. And we definitely should not treat this type of nail. So just pay attention if it's as it is in this image. It's definitely yellow nails. If it's all over, it's a light yellow, almost like a stain. It's just a stain from the nail polish, which we can buff out and prevent with a base coat. So moving down, I've got Tinea pedis, which is the image right there. Tinea pedis is a superficial infection on the foot around the nails. This is caused by a fungus, and we definitely should not treat it. As well as Tinea unguium. This is very similar to Tinea pedis, only it is on the hand as opposed to the feet. This is also called a ringworm nail. And there's the image for a very bad ringworm nail. So moving down the board, I've got Paranesia, which you can kind of see in and around this nail right here. That's a toenail. That is inflammation around the nail. It can spread very rapidly. It can be caused by psoriasis, leprosy, a fungus. Definitely do not treat this type of nail. Then we've got, just underneath, is an ag nail. You can see in this photo that the C curve is very, very prominent and is actually growing into the sides of the toenail. So an ag nail is also considered a hangnail. It can be very, very painful. It can develop an infection. So definitely, if it's not a severe case, we can use oils to help remove the cuticle without tearing it. That's actually how the hangnails are caused, by tearing at the cuticles. And then we've got onycryptosis, which is ingrown nails, fingers or toes. It's a nail that actually grows into the flesh of your finger or toe. This can be caused by overfiling. It can also be caused by incorrect filing. We can treat this, but if it's painful, definitely do not, as it's just going to hurt the client. Wait till it heals up, and then we can treat it a little bit more effectively. And then, moving down, we've got onycryptosis. Onycryptosis is falling or shedding of the nails. It can be whole or in part. You can see here all the flaking of the nails. It's flaking off of that particular nail. This can be caused by illness, a local infection. Definitely don't treat this type of nail. So I'm going to kind of jump over the other side of the board from onycryptosis to onychrophosis, which is the overgrowth of keratin. It's kind of hard to tell in that picture, but it's the overgrowth of keratin. This can be caused by malignant cancer, environmental issues, chemicals. Definitely do not treat this type of nail. Definitely recommend them to a physician. So then here we have onychronosis, which is blue nails. It's a blue discoloration of the nail bed, which can be caused due to poor circulation. Definitely do not treat if that's the case. But there is also hemorrhaged nails, which is actually trauma that has been done to the nail. So it's either bruised or bleeding underneath the nail. If it's painful, definitely do not treat it, as it's only going to hurt the client. So then we have leukonychia, which is white spots on the nail. This is caused by damage to the nail or the matrix. It's minor damage, as the white spots will grow out. They come three kinds: partial, totalis, or striad. As I said, the spots grow out, so it's just minor trauma to the nail or matrix. So we definitely can treat this type of nail, and it shouldn't be painful to the client either. It can develop all over the nail, just as little spots or kind of stripes in the nail as well. Then moving over, we have eggshell nails. Eggshell nails is thin white. They separate from the nail bed sometimes at the free edge. The free edge is very flexible and translucent. This can be due to nutritional disturbance or also systemic disorder. This type of nail we can treat and actually help the client strengthen their nails through enhancements. Conychia, which is the surface is concave or flat and spoon-shaped. Definitely don't treat this type of nail. It could be hereditary or systemic or some type of skin disorder. But you can see the nail actually is indented and it looks pretty well like a spoon. This can be entirely over the nail, or it can be just on one side of the nail, partially on the nail. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. And we'll see you all again soon. Thank you.